What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Fiyah Life. It's your girl Lily, aka Fiyah Lilz, and it is day 6 of Vlogmas. Actually, let me switch it up. Let me get into the spirit real quick. 1 second. Better? Anyway, week 1 of Vlogmas. We're in it. I'm in it to win it. Win what? These minutes. These YouTube minutes. But anyway, let's see. I gave you a little ditty on the piano. What else? I gave you a tour of the house. I told you what Christmas means to me. What else did we do? I gave you a little bit of Christmas in the park with the family. I gave you a little playlist to hold you over until I get into what my favorite Christmas songs are. And here we are, day 6. What's going on? What's happening? Well, first of all, I am back at my place. I have been staying at my parents' house. I guess you can say quarantining, but I really just stay there because their fridge stays full and they have a lot more space than I do here at my house. So it's just much easier to stay there than it is here at my place, which is a little snugger, but I love it. And I'm back here. I mean, it's been so long, my calendar was still on November. I'll show you guys in a second. And I'm about to update my calendar with everything going on with Vlogmas and all that good stuff. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Alright, so before I left, I made this list of videos I need to do. Stay tuned. Starting another channel, stay tuned. Rice Krispie Treats, one of the best snacks ever. I'm about to eat that actually. And in today's video, I'm just gonna touch briefly on some of my Christmas traditions that I have with my family, as well as some new traditions that may be forming as we speak. So let's get into it. Culturally, I can't think of any traditions that are associated with either my Samoan side or my Mexican side. But what I've always known growing up is that we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve into the morning. And what that basically entails is, you know, everyone comes over the night before Christmas and we have dinner, we kick it, we laugh, we tell stories. And then at midnight we unwrap gifts. And by we, usually just the kids. And growing up as a kid, the meetup spot was always Nana and Papa's house. Shout out to Tihama Street. And if you know, you know. It's one of them situations where you just had to be there. It was always the best. It was always the best. I mean, it was such a small space, and now looking back, thinking about it, that held so many people. It was the best. So Nana and Papa's house, aka headquarters, was the best. It was always the go-to spot for all holiday get-togethers, birthdays, everything. But Christmas was the place to be. And because there was so many of us, I grew up mostly with my Samoan side. I have a lot of aunts and uncles and a lot of cousins. So all the cousins would get together, which is always the best part of the holidays, is getting to see family that you haven't seen in a while. You know, you're on Christmas break, you get to kick it with your cousins and just, you know, do cousin stuff. Listen to my aunts and uncles tell stories. And everyone is funny. Everyone in my family is hilarious and has stories for days, 4 days. And I think that was probably my favorite part about our Christmas tradition, which is being able to like absorb all of that energy. And I was always like the quiet, shy kid in the family. And just being able to hear everybody's stories and just, I don't know, it just always was a good time growing up, leading up to the midnight opening of gifts. Basically the routine was go to Nana and Papa's house, kick it, say the prayer. We did pray a lot. So even though we didn't go to church, we definitely had prayer. And that was always led by my grandpa, aka Papa. And, you know, that's when everyone just gathers around the tree in the living room or wherever you can, you know, get in where you can fit in. Like I said, it was a small space but it held a lot of people and a lot of love. And we would just gather and pray. And I definitely know that's where the foundation of my prayer, my belief in prayer stems from, is because we are definitely a praying family. We may not go to church or, you know, have like a religious routine, but prayer is definitely something that is a tradition in our household, for sure. That still goes on till today. Pray before you eat, you know, pray before any main event, whatever it may be, and just be thankful. It's just just to take the time to be thankful. And that's definitely like a big tradition that I still hold on to. We still do the midnight of opening of gifts, as well as gathering with the family. But of course, this year is going to be very different due to the pandemic, and that's okay. You know, we'll figure it out. But it's something that's, you know, you just got to pivot. You got to pivot and make it happen. And plus, I'm older, and a lot of my cousins, we all have our own kids and our own families. So everyone's doing their own new traditions, which is beautiful, and I love it. I think just not being able to pop into someone's house randomly, or having someone pop in at our house randomly, is something that I'm gonna miss this year, just because you can't just be popping up at people's houses. You really can't. I mean, if you do, you have to do it safely. Mask on, maybe drop it off at the door, or stay 6 feet apart, do it in the backyard, the front yard. I don't know. There are ways to do it, but you just got to do it safely. And I don't know what we're going to do this year, but I think we're just figuring it out day by day. But either way, I know it's going to work out and be just fine. So fast forward to now as an adult, Christmas we still hold those same values. The new headquarters, because we moved out of Nana and Papa's place in 2008, the new headquarters is now my parents' house, which is dope, you know what I mean? But because everyone does have their own traditions now, and they celebrate holidays at their own households, we still, you know, we'll host and we'll do the same things that we did growing up. Now it's just at my parents' house. We still do the midnight opening of gifts. We still, you know, whatever kids that do come over, we make it special for them, whether it's, you know, a candy bar or games. I think that's my favorite part of our new tradition now, is the games that we play. I'll link below to a couple of videos from past Christmases of my family going in on Christmas games. I think you guys would really enjoy those. So you definitely go and watch those so you can get a good laugh out of those, or even some inspiration, because we are going to be inside of the house. So whoever you are planning to celebrate or have a quarantine Christmas with, I say spice it up and play some games. You know what I mean? Whether it's the ones I show you in my videos or you look them up yourself. Maybe I'll even do a video on game suggestions to play this Christmas holiday with your family. But make it fun, you know, and create new traditions for if that wasn't a part of your traditions already, like we did. It was just a way to keep us entertained up until midnight, you know, because sometimes those few hours can drag, and you can only watch so much of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Am I right? No, just kidding. I love that movie. So yeah, so now Christmas is held at my parents' house with the kids. I'm an auntie, so it's definitely all about spoiling the nieces and nephews. I was once the niece, surrounded by my cousins who are also the nieces and nephews, and now that I'm in a place to provide and, you know, make the kids smile, I think that's like such an awesome part about being an adult, and celebrating Christmas with the family, is just doing that. I'm not much of a spoiler, but I do love just the activity part of it, and the leading up to Christmas and all of that, the decorating, the games, things like that. But basically, in terms of decorations, we tend to start around Thanksgiving. Because of COVID, we did it before Thanksgiving. We're like, forget this. Let's get some cheer in this house. We need it. And usually it would just consist of putting the tree up and, you know, some stockings and lights and whatnot. But this year, in the last, I would say couple of years, my parents have gone all out. Check out my home tour, which is actually their home, and let me know what you think. Like, they got the inflatable cartoon characters, inflatable snowmans, Dr. Seuss's, the lights, the huge Santa on the lawn, lights everywhere, 2 trees, like you know, like go watch that video. It's dope. Like I love how the house is decorated. So I had a small part in decorating the backyard. Well, I was there. Shout out to my mom and Sonia. They hooked it up completely. But definitely go watch that video if you haven't already. One of our newest traditions as of this weekend would be Christmas in the park. We did that yesterday. Yeah, we did that yesterday, and it was awesome. I'm about to post that video next. No, I'm sorry. It was the previous video, Vlogmas day 5. This is day 6. And go watch that video if you haven't already done so. But Christmas in the park was so cute. I think if you have an opportunity in your neighborhood or in your city to find something like it, you definitely should participate. It was $20 a car and absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. You drive 2.5 miles per hour, you know, for a good like 20 minutes, and it's all decorated, lights. I mean, go watch the video. It's so cute, so cute. And hopefully if your neighborhood or your city or your town has something like that, definitely go check it out. And if it doesn't, you know, maybe look into creating something like that for the next holiday season or any other upcoming holidays. I think just the driving with your family in the car is just the safest bet at this point, because I don't think the pandemic is going to slow down anytime soon. So if we can get creative and do things safely and still have fun, I think that's going to be, you know, dope. But I think that's it. I think that's it in terms of Christmas traditions. Let's see. The gathering at headquarters, whether it's, you know, your grandparents' house, your parents' house, or maybe you are headquarters now as the auntie or the uncle or the new parent. Prayer. Definitely have to have prayer in there. You know, this year's been very hectic and a lot's been happening, so we have a lot to be grateful and thankful for. What else? So I still need to decorate my house here. I'm probably gonna go shopping. I want to do like a $20 dollar store pickup and see what I can get for $20. Or I'll probably just go shopping in whatever my mom has left over at her house. No, but I definitely have to. I don't have to. I want to. I want to decorate my place, or at least my room. Maybe get some lights in here. Something other than just what I have now. You know, a little decorating hack. If you ran out of the little hooks, just use paper clips like I do, because I don't know where those hooks go at the end of the year. I don't know if I'm just like throwing them in the trash or they're getting vacuumed, but whatever the case, use a paper clip. Works just as well. And those were my Christmas traditions. I hope I didn't miss anything, but if I did, I'll talk about it later in more videos. I definitely have a couple stories that I want to tell regarding Christmas, that, you know, Christmas memories growing up that were my favorite, that really just never left my brain. I think those are gonna be awesome, like that time I peed on Santa's lap. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, what are your Christmas traditions? What are your Christmas traditions within your household, whether it's with your family, your chosen family, your friends, just you alone, with your partner, whatever it may be? What are your Christmas traditions? Do you celebrate Christmas at midnight, or the morning of, the evening? What is it, you know, on New Year's? Because times can be hard too. So whatever traditions you have, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Hit the comments up right below. Just these are my Christmas traditions, these are my traditions. And let's get the conversation going. You know, maybe I could pick up some tips from you, and we could, you know, maybe you can pick up some traditions and tips from me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the Christmas spirit together. And that's about it. That wraps up Vlogmas day 6. So what is to come for Vlogmas? So this week is going to be a little different. I'm kind of going off of the Vlogmas schedule that I had originally prepared, and it's going to be all about Beyonce, aka Holiday Beyonce Week. Yep, I'm officially coining that one. It's Holiday Beyonce Week. nothing but Beyonce. I'm going to be doing all of my unboxings leading up to the anniversary for her self-titled album Beyonce. And there might, I'm still thinking about it, but there might be a raffle within that time period. But there's only one way to find out. That's if you subscribe and follow along my Vlogmas journey, because you will not want to miss out if I do a Beyonce giveaway, Ivy Park giveaway. Stay tuned. We shall see. We shall see if Fiyah Claus is feeling nice. But subscribe and stay tuned. Holiday Beyonce is on the way. And I hope you enjoyed this video. What are your traditions? Like I said, drop them in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Christmas. And like this video, share this video with a homie, with the family, and hit that subscribe button, because it's the only way you will know when I drop the next Vlogmas video, as well as the Holiday Beyonce week videos. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. I appreciate you. Life is a blessing. Lilz out.